Hey everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. I wanted to show you how to put together these very quick and effective face masks. I did follow the requirements for the CDC in case you were wondering. I'm using a woven fabric, and actually I'm using two different fabrics. This is the Beast, it's just a cotton fabric. And the lining, the piece that's going to go against the mouth, is a snuggle flannel. These are both available at local fabric store. I also am going to be using this kind of elastic. You can use anything similar. It's very hard to come by right now, so you do need to be on the lookout. This stuff here I think is 1/8 of an inch, or it could be 1/4 of an inch, and you're going to need, for each face mask, you're going to need 12 inches, okay? So the first thing that I did after I cut the fabric, and I will give you all of the measurements, okay, is I put it together so that I can make the initial sewing. So what we're gonna do is take each of the small pieces and turn a corner in about 1/4 of an inch. You don't have to be terribly precise here. And I did use a little iron to sort of get both of those pieces laying flat. Then I also put the pins there. Then I put the right side, this is the right side facing up, and the right sides together, okay? So I created like a little package. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sew across here, turn it over, sew across here. Then I'm gonna open it up and sew across each of these, okay? So let's do that. That's the first one done. And you can take some of these pins out so they don't pinch you. Turning it over and doing this side now. Oh, okay, so this is important. My needle, this is what happens when you are doing tutorials. My needle has come unthreaded, so I've got to rethread it. And that's why it's important when you're putting the needle down, you hold that piece of fabric there, okay? All right. This is about 3/8 of an inch, by the way. Right, so now I've got both of the pieces connected this way. And while I'm here, I'm going to just make this here a nice tidy seam. That's one. Got to turn it over, do the other side. What? Okay. That's two. Take out the pins so they don't hurt you. Okay, now I have to go over to my iron and I have to press here on these seams. So that way this will lay flat. And then so first I'm gonna press it like this, then I'm gonna press it like this. Let me see if I can get my little mini over here. Yeah. So I'm going to press these down. While you're at it, you can press these down if you haven't done that already. I did it ahead of time, right? So you can do it this way and then turn it, line it up. And if you need to use pins, that's okay, you can use pins. Okay. So now we have our 2 pieces, and this is going to create like a little pocket, and you can put in a liner piece. I'm still trying to figure out what is the best liner piece. I heard a non-woven fabric and I came up with some felt, some heavy duty felt, but I'm checking with medical professionals right now to see if that's gonna work, okay? So I'm gonna flip it over, and you can trim up some of this, some of the threads if you want. You're gonna need your pins again, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna create the little pinch pleat, okay? You start at the top and you're gonna pinch once, hold it, pinch the second time, just a slightly down. So pinch 1, pinch 2. That's a pinch pleat, okay? And you've got to hold it in place with pins, okay? Let's go around here. If it's easier, you can flip it around. Okay, so there's your pinch pleats. And so what's gonna happen, I don't wanna open it up right just yet, but it's going to make room for the face, the mouth, and the nose, okay? So we gotta go back to our sewing machine, and we're going to stay these along here so that we can go ahead and finish it up and put the elastic on, okay? So you can do this on the right side if you want. You're gonna do it at about 3/8 of an inch, and I would double it probably just to kind of give it a staying. Okay. That should be okay. Sorry, my sewing skills are a little rusty. I haven't done any sewing lately. Okay, then you need to finish it off. Now, I want to show you on this side. Here is the little pocket in the back. And what we have to do is we have to fold in the corners here, and then we're going to catch that pocket, okay? So I fold it once and a second time here. Be careful, mind your corners here. And we're going to, if it's helpful, you could use your press and press here to kind of just stay it there. You're going to do it on both sides, right? So I'm just using those pins to sort of hold it in place. Gotta be careful. I could break my needle with those pins. And it's thick, so be careful. Oh, once again, I lost the thread in the top part of my sewing machine. But since we always just start filming and we don't stop, because life isn't like that, right? I'm gonna show you again. I gotta put my thread my needle. Oh. There we go. Thread my needle. Now I can get going again. Okay. So I do that side, and now I'm going to flip it over. If you want, you can trim some of your threads or do it afterwards, up to you. I do it as I go, because there's always one stray one that you find at the end. Okay, so I'm turning it on the other side here, and I'm going to fold it again, right? Folding it like this, and then like this, all right? And if you need to either press that down or to use a pin to hold it in place, you can do that too. I'm using a pin, although I could go back and do a press there. I know we're sort of short on time here. Okay, so okay. Take out our pins, and now we're just about done. We do have to add the elastic. Again, go and cut off your strands. Okay, so the elastic you'll need is, again, it's this 1/8 or something similar. You don't want the really wide stuff. And it's about 6 inches for each side. Don't use too much, because then it won't stay around the ears, you see. So there's 2 pieces of the same length. We're going to put the elastic here, and then we're going to bring it around, make sure it's not twisted, and then we're going to put it on this end, okay? You can use pins here if you want. So there's that. Then we're going to bring it around and do the other side. Again, use a pin if you feel like you need to. Okay, so there is that one loop. Now we're going to do the other side. This side. My pedal keeps running away. Okay. All right. Now we are essentially done. The only thing left really is to make sure everything is in working order. You're going to clip all of these little pieces, and you can, of course, you're going to do a better job than I am because I'm doing this for the camera, as I always tell you. Okay, and when you flip it over, you see that it has these little pleats here. So it goes around each ear and it opens up pleats like that. Now, as far as the liner piece, this, you've made a little pocket here. So a liner piece can go inside here. It's like a little pocket pillow, so it can go inside here. Some people are saying to me that some of the surgical masks can be placed in here, or other people have mentioned a non-woven fabric. I did get some felt, some heavy duty felt, so I might cut it out just to be this size and to put inside, but I want to consult with some more medical professionals. But that is it. It took us maybe, what, 10 minutes, and that's with me to doing all the talking. So this is it. I'm going to post the measurements on the page for this video, so you can go ahead and make these for yourself. Really fun, obviously very much needed, whether it's for you or for a medical professional. Definitely consult with people at the hospital to see if they do need them, or if you just want to make them for yourself. There you go. Thanks so much for coming. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm here, and I'll be making face masks.